YouTube, what is up, guys? Hezzy back with another one. All right, guys, so in this video, we are going to be breaking down the guys you should be targeting in the 1st through 6 rounds and the guys you should be avoiding 1st through 6 rounds. I am going to come out with another video breaking down 7 through about 12, do about 12 rounds and everything like that. Now, this is kind of dictated. This is PPR 12-man, okay? Now, this could actually work if you want to, non-PPR, that kind of stuff. But nonetheless, guys, let me know in the comments who you guys agree with, who you disagree with. I'm very strong about some of these avoids, so I know some of you guys are going to be upset with it. But let me know down in the comments. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Hit that noti bell so you know when I post. But on that note, guys, let's get into this. Okay, my number one must draft for the first round is Ja'Marr Chase. This guy, I think he's proved to us that he is quarterback proof. You guys can see here, Joe Burrow missed 9 weeks after week 3. After week 3, then you can see later on, after week 3, that would be the Minnesota game where they lost 48-10. Okay. Then you go to Denver, which Denver is a tough defense, has 5 receptions, 23 yards. Not a great game at all. But then you proceed, dude, look at after that. 6 catches, 10 catches, 16 catches, 12 catches, 6 catches with 111 yards, 3 catches with 10 yards. That was against Pittsburgh. I believe he actually got injured that game. And then 7 catches for 110 yards, 5 catches for 44 yards. The biggest problem with him was that he did not have very many touchdowns, but he's getting the catches. He's getting the yards. I mean, 10 catches for 132 yards, 9 catches for 109 yards. And if this team proceeds to actually be a playoff caliber team, then you automatically get a huge spike in the numbers that he's producing. You get a huge spike in the playoffs, which is what you need. And the Bengals are probably going to be another team that is going to be fighting for either a playoff spot or a top spot. If Joe Burrow stays healthy, they are going to be fighting for that number 1 seed in the AFC. I truly believe that. That offense is too good. The defense got a little better. So I believe that Ja'Marr Chase is a great first round pick because of the week 14 through week 16 for sure. And then my must avoid for round 1. Now, this guy kind of is between round 1, round 2, especially with this news coming out, has to be Amari and Hampton. This is, Mike McDaniels comes out and says, bad news, fantasy owners. Good news, I see 3 of those guys producing at a high level, which is telling me that he is going to be using a 3 running back committee. That is not what you want from your number 1 overall pick. You want to pick a guy that is the for sure guy. So for me, take Genty over Hampton. Take just any of those running backs, especially if you want to go running back, any of those running backs that are going to be the for sure number 1 overall pick. Okay, for round 2, personally, you could go Saquon, you could go all those guys. Those guys are pretty safe. But the one that I'm going for right here, especially if this is going to be your wide receiver 1, Rashee Rice. It makes the most sense to me. Look at these targets. Look at these targets from the games that he played last year. 10, 9, 7, 9, 12, 12, 8, 11. That is what you want. That is a dude that is getting fed the ball. Now, his yards weren't there. He still scored 5 touchdowns. This is a guy you want, and they're even using him in the running game. Not very much, but he still did have a rushing touchdown last year. My must avoid for round 3 has to be, and I know this is going to be a hot take, A.J. Brown. This right here is the definition of people thinking that he's going to a new team. The team was successful. Let me show you Stephon Diggs' numbers from last season. If you look here, he had 9 games where he had 4 or less catches. He also has 7 games where he is only getting 4 or less targets. That is not a wide receiver you want in the 2nd round. That is absolutely not. I don't care. I will die on this hill. I think A.J. Brown is the biggest trap of this new fantasy football season coming up. Do not draft him. This is literally my must avoid more than anybody else on this board. A.J. Brown is going to be a trap. He might bitch about not getting completions, but if they're winning, he's not going to be bitching. And the Patriots have a way harder schedule than what this was last year. Okay, so my must draft for round 3 has to be Derrick Henry. The fact that this man is dropping this low, I get it. Age is going to catch up eventually. He's proved us wrong year after year after year. The dude almost had 1,600 rushing yards and 16 rushing touchdowns. What are we doing? What are we doing? Look at these numbers. Yeah, there are some games where he had 11, 12, 8 carries. That stinks. But in those close games, those games where, if you look at the score is close, they are using him. And he is getting points. Look at the playoffs that he had. 11 rushes, 100 yards. 18 rushes, 28 yards, 2 touchdowns. The championship game against the Packers, 36 carries, 216 yards, and 4 touchdowns. This dude is an absolute steal at the third round. This is one of my must drafts if you can get him in the third round. Absolutely. Even if I have the first or second pick, I might be debating if I'm going to take him over guys like T. Higgins, over even Kenneth Walker, because this dude is producing. He's giving you your yards. He's giving you your touchdowns. This is a RB1 that you were getting in the third round. He still could be RB1 by the end of the season. So do not sleep on Derrick Henry. This is a great pickup in the third round. My must avoid has to be Bucky Irving. This dude did not produce. He's getting some carries and everything like that, but they brought in Kenneth Gainwell. They paid Kenneth Gainwell a ton of money. They could have kept Rachaad White on a 1 year, $2 million. Instead, they go 2 years for $14 million for Kenneth Gainwell. That means they want to use him. That means that he is going to be the receiving back. And who knows if he's going to get the goal line touches. He only had, I believe, 6 goal line touches. So for me, Bucky Irving makes 0 sense to take in the third round. No shot. I believe that this guy is another must avoid. If he drops into the fourth, I kind of get that. If you can get him midway through the fourth, but in the third round, absolutely not. Instead of Bucky Irving, go get Javonte Williams. Go get Travis Etienne. Go get any Luther Burden, Ladd McConkey. All those guys are guys that you want over Bucky Irving, without a doubt. Okay, my next for round 4 has to be Ladd McConkey. I just truly believe that this guy is going to show the most progression out of any wide receiver in the whole entire league. I mean, his numbers from last year, not that impressive, but Keenan Allen's gone. That's 123 targets up for grabs, and they didn't bring anybody in to take those targets. And he also has Mike McDaniel as his head coach now. Ladd McConkey, his best games that he had, he was put in motion. Guess who puts their players in motion the most? Mike McDaniels, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. Both of those guys were put in motion constantly. This is going to be monster for Ladd. I think he takes a huge step forward. This guy could actually end up as wide receiver 1, 100%. Speaking of Jalen Waddle, he is my round 4 avoid. Now, I know this can be a hot take just like A.J. Brown, but in my opinion, these numbers right here are for Courtland Sutton. Bo Nix averaged 23 throws a game. 23. You have Courtland Sutton, Jalen Waddle, Franklin, Ingram, their running backs. You think that Jalen Waddle is going to earn 6, 7 catches a game? No shot. No shot. You think he's going to earn 33% of the throws from Bo Nix? And Bo Nix was one of the worst downfield throwers in all of the NFL. Literally ranked dead last in throws over 20 yards. What is Jalen Waddle's specialty? Beating man's downfield. This is one of the biggest, I think, traps again in this draft. I wouldn't touch Jalen Waddle with a 10-foot pole. I had to deal with Courtland Sutton last year. You guys see these numbers. That offense is run, 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 deep shot, and their quarterback cannot hit a deep shot. Jalen Waddle is a must avoid for me. My must draft for round 5 has to be David Montgomery. He got put on the Texans. He is going to be their running back. This dude literally averaged 4.5 yards a carry, had 716 yards rushing, and 8 touchdowns. Now, don't get me wrong, the Texans' offensive line is a downgrade from the Lions, but they love to run the ball on the goal line. Guess who struggled on the goal line more than anybody? Woody Marks. Guess who strives on the goal line? David Montgomery. So, give me this guy. This guy might actually lead the league in rushing touchdowns this year. I'm not even joking. He might end the season with 16, 17 rushing touchdowns, 1,000 yards. I'm fine with that. Especially in the 5th round. That's going to be your RB2 more than likely. Absolutely give me David Montgomery in the 5th round with those kind of yards. My must avoid, and this isn't even avoid, it's more just I don't trust it, has to be Quinshon Judkins. It's just with the ankle injury, he's on the Browns. If they're already having a crappy season, do they still work him if he has a lingering hamstring issue or anything like that? There's a possibility of them just benching him. He's going to give you points. He's good. They were started running the Wildcat formation with him. He started scoring touchdowns. It's just one of those where you're with him, like you have Byshal Tootin, you have all these other guys that you could draft right there. I'm not going to go through the list. I'll break down more round by round. Make sure you guys are hitting that subscribe button, but I'm going to break down each round and who you could actually go for instead of these other players. but it's just, it's not even a bad pick. It's just Quinshon Judkins on the Browns scares the crap out of me. So I'm not going to go into detail with him. It's just, I don't like it. I don't like it, to be honest. Now, for our final round, the 6th round, if you guys want me to keep doing this, make sure you guys leave a like. Make sure you guys comment. You guys want me to keep doing this. And like I said, I'm going to be making way more videos now breaking down who you should be drafting, who you should actually draft instead of the other person. But has to be Jadarian Price. Now, this dude is walking into the best circumstance you could. He is a rookie running back. He is coming into the Seahawks, who led the league in some of the rushing yards, all that stuff. Kenneth Walker is gone. Charbonnet is hurt. He could honestly, even Charbonnet comes back, he could actually just make it to where they don't even want Charb to even touch the ball. But he's going to pretty much take over all that workload. I mean, Kenneth Walker, this is his stats. He was averaging roughly about 14 carries a game. Still getting some touchdowns. Not really touchdown work, but he can catch. He is actually, Jadarian Price is getting worked as a receiving back a lot at training camp. This is a great guy. That line can block. He is going to, I mean, Jadarian Price, if he's touching the ball, even 15 to 17 touches a game, he's probably going to average close to 100 yards a game. And then you pile on the touchdowns. I don't know how much they're going to use him as a goal line back, but in the 6th round right here, this might be an actual steal of the draft. I'm not going to lie. Jadarian Price might be a game changer. And my final avoid, 100%. I am so sick and tired of hearing this hype. Christian Watson. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the dude produces. You guys can see right here. But even when he was healthy and he played roughly 10 games, he only broke 10 PPR points in 5 of those. No. And that's if he stays healthy. The best ability is availability. Christian Watson doesn't give that to you in any way, shape, or form. Even when he does, 5 out of 10 weeks, you're okay with drafting somebody in the 6th round that 5 out of 10 weeks, they're even going to break 10 points? No, thank you. Absolutely not. So this is another one must avoid. I will not touch Christian Watson with a 20-foot pole. If he stays healthy, come back on this video, tell me I was wrong. If he gets hurt, I'm counting it. If he misses 4 games at least, which he will, because that Green Bay Packers team is made out of glass, then you can come back and say, gosh dang it, I'm mad that I didn't listen to Hezzy and you freaking drafted Christian Watson in the 6th round.